Welcome to Everyday Life. Thank you for joining our podcast, Conversations Over Coffee. My name is Jen.
And I'm Dagda.
And we're going to hit you with the explicit content warning right off the bat. This podcast does include adult situations and adult language from time to time.
I'm an angel. I never fucking cuss.
Okay. Anyways, you ready to go?
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's go.
Any fucking way.
Anyways, hey everybody, welcome back. We're glad you showed up. What?
Welcome back.
Are we going to talk about the things that really rage you today? Or?
No.
Let's not go there, right?
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, welcome back, everybody. We're happy to have you here. So today we're going to continue on our conversation because it kind of wasn't fair that we spent the whole episode half squirreling and half talking about Dagda for like 80s movie CGI stuff. So I'm going to do my side of it.
Okay.
Because I think I actually picked... Now, you picked fantastic movies. I'm not going to lie. The Abyss, I absolutely love The Abyss. RoboCop makes me laugh. And Terminator is just kind of... I don't want to say what I think about Terminator, but I applaud you if you enjoy it. Okay. So my first pick is going to be Star Wars Return of the Jedi.
Okay.
I mean, would you not agree that has a lot of CGI in it?
I mean, I think you're using the wrong term.
I'm not, because you said that yesterday when I was just like, and I actually looked it up, and yes, Star Wars Return of the Jedi is one of the top 15 films from the 80s that actually did use CGI and actually helped progress modernization of a CGI.
Mm.
I know how to fucking read. I know how to Google, bitch.
I know my words, motherfucker.
See, that's kind of like a misnomer right there, because I don't speak well all the time. Yes, English.
English, me speak well, good, do good, blah, blah, blah.
And I'm going to get like so many thumbs down for this one. I loved the first three original Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. Loved them all.
Okay.
The rest of the franchise, I'm kind of like, bleh. Give me a Marvel movie. I don't really care.
I almost reflexively did a Chappelle Show quote right there, but I will avoid that today. I give them 2 thumbs down.
Oh, but the other way, right?
Yeah.
That's for After Dark. That's not for this. Remember, my mommy is going to be listening to this.
Hi, Mommy.
Hi, Mommy. Wait, no, I call her Mommy, you call her Mom.
Yeah, sure.
Or,
Mother.
Oh, Mother. No, us girls, we call her Mother when she's in trouble. She's Mom to the other girls. She's always been Mommy to me, because I just remember being very young and being like, I mean, I thought I was going to marry my mom when I was younger. I was so fucking upset when I found out I couldn't marry my mother. I was like fucking angry, because I wanted to grow up and marry my mom.
Okay, Oedipus.
That's right. Anyways, so Star Wars Return, and you know what the great thing is about picking that one is a lot of people, probably of almost every age, have seen it because they have parents that love it.
Mm-hmm.
In some cases, grandparents that love it. But it's kind of a staple, and the corporation that now owns the rights to it, and I'm not going to say who it is.
You all know.
You already fucking know. Why? We're not going to do that today. Today we're going to be focused, and we're going to say, no, we're not.
There'll be no squirrels today.
Yeah, if there was no squirrels, there would be no squirrels in our logo. Like, even you, Squirrel, which is fucking fantastic.
No, I'm always perfectly on track, because I'm that good. I'm amazing.
So everybody who I don't want to make that claim that everybody who's a Gen Xer has probably seen this, and a great percentage of the boys and maybe alternative lifestyle girls love this movie and had some of their best masturbatory fantasies to it. But Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Nah.
That is massively CGI, and Bob Hoskins did a really good job carrying that whole like movie because he had to interact with nothing.
Yeah.
Like, it's super crazy. I mean, and you know, the thing about it is that it just dawns on me like, oh, I really liked Cool World 2 or Monkey Bones, which are all heavy CGI movies.
Yeah.
It's not, I tried to specifically stay in the 80s because I really want people to understand why we're so fucked up.
I was going to say Last Action Hero too, but I think that was a 90s movie.
Yeah.
It was, at the very least, it was late 80s, early
Is that
90s.
the one with Arnold and Jamie Lee?
I don't know. I think you're thinking of True Lies.
Oh, yes. I like True Lies. I
Yeah.
had some very good alone time to that movie.
Wow. Yeah.
I don't care who the fuck you are, man. Jamie Lee Curtis can be 90 and she's still going to be hot as fuck, man. She was gorgeous in the original Halloween, even though she was kind of, I don't know, I think that's where they started coining the term Scream
Queen.
Scream Queens. Thank you. But
She was in that show too, I do believe.
yeah, I think so. Like I said, once I started thinking about who framed Roger Rabbit, then it was just like, oh, you know, like Cool World. And then, but I'm like, oh, but the main actor in that's kind of a fucking douchebag. And that's the thing for me. I don't know about for you, but for me, if an actor is a fucking douchebag in real life, it literally can turn me off of the films they're in. It can take it from where maybe I used to watch a lot of that person's movies and I really enjoyed some of them. And now I'm just like, ugh, like the one actor I'm particularly thinking of, I used to love a lot of his movies. Now there's only two that I like. And the reason for that is the one, because Cate Blanchett is in it, and the other, because Anthony Hopkins is in it.
Okay.
And if it wasn't for those individuals and those actors that I'm just like, they're so versatile and so fancy. I mean, like Anthony Hopkins and he's just iconic for being, I think he's like 84 now or some shit like that. But he's just iconic with the way he can diversify into so many different characters. Excuse me. Those fucking salty nuts are coming back at me.
I don't think I have that kind of an issue.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, however, that I used to hate Leonardo DiCaprio, not because of his real life activities or whatever.
Right.
His persona or his attitudes or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
It was because I hated the movie Titanic so fucking much.
Titanic?
Yeah, that I refused to watch any other movie with him in it for a long time. And then I saw The Gangs of New York, which is a fantastic movie, and he does a fantastic job in it. Oh, and then I watched The Beach. I was like, okay, well, I'll give him a chance now that I watched that one. So then I watched The Beach, and he's amazing in that.
Oh, yeah.
And so then I just started, watched every movie with him in it since then.
So did the thing that turned you off with Titanic I don't necessarily look at it as a chick flick or whatever, because I thought, and I'm a fucking freak, obviously, because I found a lot of funny spots in it, but is it because of his stupidity of why he died?
It isn't even necessarily just because of him. I just hated that movie so much. Yes, the reason he died annoyed the shit out of me.
Right.
But also, like, the quote-unquote love story pissed me off also, because she was already, like, engaged to somebody.
Oh, so it was the cheaters aspect.
That also pissed me off, yeah, but yeah. I would say arguably the his death made me angrier than even that, but that didn't make me happy either.
So the movie itself, there was a lot of, it was done by James Cameron, I think, right?
I believe so.
Yeah. So and of course he's the guy who did the Terminator, right? That was him, right? Yeah, I think so, because he was married to Linda Hamilton, who was the mom of what's his fuck and all that. Anyways,
Sarah Connor. She was Sarah Connor.
She played Sarah Connor, which I think is awesome because Linda Hamilton, that's her name, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
She's actually got a twin. So the one where she's taking care of herself in the mirror, that's actually her twin mimicking her. I saw behind the scenes on that one.
Ah.
So it's a pretty fantastic. But anyway, so I think he did a lot. Of course, another movie with a lot of CGI again. But I think he does really good. It's got a lot of beautiful, cinematic aspects to it. But I remember watching that movie. So I didn't go see it in the theaters. I rented it at
Blockbuster.
Blockbuster. Yeah, sorry. Too many salty nuts in my mouth. Oh, it dried my throat out.
Mm-hmm.
It did. Anyways, but I rented it because I didn't go see it in the theater. And I remember it gets to the end, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's going to be some people watching this that are like, what fucking movie is this? I've never heard of this, never seen it. That's because this fucking movie came out like 30 years ago, right? But anyways, that is literally where, like 96 or 97.
Yeah, I was going to say I was in the Army when it came out.
At least you weren't in the Navy.
Yeah, no, that would never happen. And
didn't want to be a seaman?
Definitely
Didn't
not.
want to be surrounded by a bunch of seamen?
Yeah. And actually the one of the guys in my first unit, his dad was the dude who made the model for the Titanic, because they used an actual model
Right.
for the sinking and stuff.
Yeah.
He actually made that.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Well, the movie was fine to me. Like, I did not like the cheaters aspect, right?
Mm-hmm.
I had a problem with that, but also that was also a time in my life where it was just like, it was also like, fuck him, he's a dick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he was a douchebag, but there's a right way to go about things.
There is. There was also an implication. If you really pay attention to that movie, there was also that implication that he was kind of skirting around behind her back too.
Mm.
So to me, it's like, it's fair play, right?
Yeah.
So I didn't like that aspect. And then even though it is factual the way they separated the classes, I find it just I find it just such an egregious part of our history that we separate people by how many dollars or cents are in their bank account or pocket. There's somebody who likes to go by the name D-I-D-D-Y. He has a lot of money in the bank, and I think he's a big fucking piece of shit.
Yeah,
but yet, there's a couple of the transients who used to come into the shop, didn't have a fucking nickel to their name, but they sure were the nicest fucking people you'd ever meet.
True.
So, anyways, but when it came to that death scene, when it came to the Titanic is sinking and Rose, you're gonna go live I'm literally yelling at the TV, and my ex-husband's like, "What the fuck is wrong with? What's wrong with you?" I'm yelling at the TV, "Get the fuck on the door!" Like, I was so mad because it was a fucking grand entrance door.
Yeah.
It was 4 feet wide and 8 feet fucking tall. Leonardo DiCaprio.
That's actually how I used to refer to him when I hated him.
I think that's why it's stuck back there, because you would say, "Oh, you with Leonardo DiCaprio?"
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm just like, and then I think my ex-husband was like, if you actually look at the doors that are from that grand staircase entrance, he goes, "I think they're more like 6 feet wide and 12 feet long." And that pissed me off even more. Because I'm like, you skinny little fucking twat gobbler, get on up there. She actually has a lot more body fat than you. You guys can take turns being in and out, because her fat ass will float too. Not that I think Kate Winslet is fat at all, but she does have juicy butt. Just saying. I'm not saying anything bad about her. She does have juicy butt.
Yep.
I mean, even in the Divergent series, in that tight blue skirt, Jesus Christ!
I've never seen the Divergent series.
Somebody should really hurt you.
Or the Maze Runner. And I've also not watched most of the Hunger Games. I only watched the first movie, I think.
Your lack of... You make part of my soul cry, but yet you'll fucking watch the entire Dungeons and Dragons cartoon series on VHS.
No, it's on DVD.
Oh, it's on DVD? Okay, well, then you're forgiven, I guess. There's somebody sitting there going, right now, like, looking on their phone, what the fuck is VHS?
Yeah.
What is it, video head something?
What?
VHS, what does it stand for, jackass? Video head?
Don't remember.
That's why I VHS. Oh my god!
It's a movie, also.
Yes, it is. It's apparently 2 movies.
A horror movie.
It's an analog video recording format. It stands for Video Home System.
Okay, yeah.
Which, here's the thing about the VHS tapes. I actually quite enjoyed. I really enjoyed that little crackle you'd get. Like when you record stuff, I actually really like that crackle. Kind of like it's that sound you get on a slightly dusty album, like an actual.
The hiss.
That
mostly comes from the way that it's being played, because the needle is like scratching the fucking album, basically.
Well, and people with record players, and I've actually even seen it now. When I was moving people, because there's records again, right? And there's very famous, inexpensive record players. And I had somebody say to me, I was just like, are we packing this up or not? Because it was kind of set separate. And they're like, oh, I'm going to give it to my, buddy before I leave because I can't get anything to sound clear. First of all, you're 24 years old and you probably weren't raised in a house with albums playing all the time like I was.
Yeah.
So I get that, right? I mean, it's pretty common because as we came up and, there was 45s, records, all that. As we came up and came out of that and started coming more into the digital age and we hit, cassettes and Walkman and CDs. I mean, when we got out of the house or whatever, we didn't go to the store and buy a bunch of albums. We went and got CDs because you could, they're more sensible. And, they started making CD players for the cars. They didn't have record players for the cars.
Yeah.
But if you had the right amount of money or you went to Swap Meet Louie, you could get a CD player in your car.
Yeah.
So, but this kid, sweet as a button. I mean, just very sweet, right? And his wife is a little cutie and all that. And I said to him, I was just like, oh, that's so odd. I mean, it's a record player. They're really easy to maintain. And he goes, well, I make sure to wipe it off before I put it in there. I'm like, yeah, but you clean your needle, right? The look on his face and the fact that this manufacturer of these albums is like, once it won't, basically, their website did not tell you how to clean the needles. And I looked at him and I said, it's really quite simple. Lift the arm up. If you see dirt and debris, just use like your LCD lens cleaner. Like, just use a microfiber cloth. Because I would never ever. Well, he's dead now, but my my stepdad, he would always be like, you need to clean that needle before you play records. So I've known since I was like 7, you needed to do that.
Yeah.
But I would never ever say, while he was alive, I would never tell him, sorry, I didn't clean it with a cloth. I just pinched it off with my fingers. Which is not a good idea because of your body oils getting on it.
Yeah. I never even knew that you were supposed to clean the needles, but then again, I think I was like 12 or something the last time I actually played a record. Yeah, because I had right after my mom died, the people that I lived with, they gave me a little portable record player.
Yeah.
And so it was like, I don't know, 6 inches across or so. And it like folded up in a little carrying case, one of those. And then they gave me a bunch of those. You're supposed to listen to it while reading along in the book.
Yeah, yeah.
And a bunch of them were like
stories.
Yeah, a bunch of them were like comic books. So I had like the Hulk, and I had Moon Knight,
Fantastic Four, Superman.
I didn't have Superman. I had a Batman one. The Hulk. I mainly remember the Hulk because I set it on the fucking little heater vent.
Oops.
And it worked. It still played though.
Yeah.
It just
it was like
yeah.
Hulk smash. Yeah. It's very much. But anyways, yeah, it's super crazy. So
squirrel.
Fuck, that was a squirrel and a half.
So what's your next movie?
Oh, thank you. And this is why he's my bestest friend. He keeps me on track and I don't kill people. Okay, so I said Star Wars and Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Okay.
Yep.
So my personal pick and one I would recommend anybody to watch because it has the wonderful, fantastic Warwick Davis and Val Kilmer in it, and that would be Willow. Because you've got your fantasy, you've got your traveling, you've got your CGI, you've got the witches and stuff. I mean, you got a little bit of everything in it. But mostly it's because I really like Warwick Davis.
Mm.
And yes, I confirmed it was done with CGI. Don't be giving me that look. All of these movies still have practical special effects.
Yeah.
And practical makeup effects and like all of that. But these are all ones that I thought had CGI, so I looked it up, and all of these are within the top 20, actually I guess the top 20 in the 1980s of recognizable like CGI movie things.
Mm.
So, but
You truly are great.
Right.
Sorry, that was a Willow reference.
I know. I dated somebody who was obsessed with Willow and watching it every month, which I thought was kind of creepy because but I don't know, like whatever floats your boat, man. But I like Warwick Davis because so even though I've only seen Willow 3 or 4 times, I do think it's a good movie for the time, the 80s. I think it's like 88 or that range or whatever.
Something like that, yeah.
So I think it's great, but Warwick Davis is just the fucking best. He is so versatile. And for younger people out there kind of listening in, before you Wikipedia him, I can tell you that he's in the Harry Potter movies. So he's not only is he one of the goblins at Gringotts, he's also Professor Flitwick.
Okay.
So you get to see him when it comes to the final battle around Hogwarts, and you get to see him out there, and he's casting the protection spell. You really get a good shot of him there. But yeah, he's Professor Flitwick. And so it's really great. There's that scene he's got with Hagrid, and I don't remember if it was like in the second, third, or fourth. It was somewhere in the middle of the movies.
Okay.
And Hagrid tamps his hand down. Oh, maybe it was the Goblet of Fire, which would be number 4, because Hagrid becomes very obsessed with the headmistress of the all-girls school. All the little French girlies or whatever in their blue dresses. I
haven't seen that movie.
Oh, God, you hurt my soul so much. How can you have not read the Harry Potter series?
I listened to them, all except for one book, because...
It pissed you off, too, and you threw across the room?
Nope. I was fine. The particular book that I didn't listen to at the time, it was when the movies were coming out on television. And so that particular book was the one being shown at the time when I was going to read that book. So I just watched the show, and then I'd never actually listened to or read the book.
Oh, man. I'm telling you, you need to see the hot Harry Potter movies.
The hot Harry Potter movies? That sounds like a completely different Harry Potter.
Hey, I still think even though he kind of played a good bad guy, but a bad good guy too at the same time, I still think Alan Rickman was hot. So, of course it's hot Harry Potter. Not Harry Twatter, thank you.
I never watched that one either. We had it.
I know we did.
Anyway.
Because I made it through the first scene and that was it.
Nah.
Because I went back to the Flintstones. Because the first scene with Betty and Wilma, Jesus Christ.
Anyway, that's a conversation for After Dark.
Okay. Anyways, so yeah, he plays Professor. So Warwick Davis, just hands down, so versatile. And I don't even look at it, the fact that he is a dwarf.
A little person.
He's kind of makes me angry when you say, because he's not that much shorter than me. He's only a foot shorter than me, you asshole.
That's the technical term that they want to go by.
Is that what you call me because I'm under 5'5"?
No, you're too tall for that.
Hey, Jesus.
Just barely. By half an inch. I'm too tired to be there by half an inch.
Fun fact, the first time I went and got my DOT license done, I was 4'11". Fun fact. Anyways, so yeah, I would totally go with Willow, just because I said it's got all those little aspects. The part for me, the last time I watched Willow was probably at least 12 years ago. And the part for me is because there's been such, there's just so much difference. We've gone from, 720-bit to 4K Ultra, 5K and all that. So for me, it was just like, I like the movie and I like these actors, but God, I can see the discrepancies in, the painted cells or the CGI. And I'm just like, oh God, I can't handle this shit. I just, there are very few movies from the 80s that don't annoy me at this point in my life, even if I loved them back then.
Yeah.
Because I just... it's one of those things where it's just like, yep, that's a flying saucer, or...
You see the string.
Yeah. I used to be like, I don't know, the old Twilight Zone shows.
Yeah.
So there's Willow. So we've got Star Wars Return of the Jedi. We've got Who Framed Roger Rabbit. We've got...
I'm not evil, I'm just drawn that way.
Right.
Oh, sorry, I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way.
That's right. Yeah. She's not bad. She's drawn that way. And then we've got Willow, right? So then I think the epitome of all CGI movies for the 80s, the one that was like the holy shit, it blew so many people's minds, and that would be Tron.
Yeah.
It is one of the earliest and heaviest CGI movies out there. And here's the thing about it is, so my partner and I recently watched, or I watched part of it because, I was exhausted. I went to bed early. But so he watched the new Tron, the one that came out just a few years ago. And I've seen it before. And it's really, really good because the CGI in it is very, very seamless, right?
Okay.
But he told me the next morning, I said, so did you like the movie? Did you end up liking the movie? Yeah, that was great. But he goes, and then I tried to watch the other Tron. I was like, oh, the original? He's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, how'd that go? He's like, no.
I mean, I don't remember how old I was when I watched the original, because I saw it in the theater.
Uh-huh.
And it wasn't as egregious as some of the other ones, but a lot of it I was like, this is not real. It's unbelievable. But some of it was actually pretty good. Especially for the time, it was probably fantastic.
Yeah.
It was no Clash of the Titans, that's for sure.
Right.
But I still love that owl though in Clash of the Titans. That thing was awesome.
That mechanical owl is pretty fucking awesome. It's pretty fucking lit, man. And it's I wonder if it was like the inspiration for J.K. Rowling adding in owls as one of the big pets in.
Yeah, it's possible.
Because if you look at that owl and you look at Hedwig, it's like, oh, that's Hedwig if he's covered in mud. He's just dirty there. Because that's what Hedwig looks like. I mean, I actually cried when... Oh, fuck, you haven't seen it, but too bad. Spoiler alert, I actually cried when Hedwig died.
Mm.
I was just like, no! Take Malfoy! I know I'm such an asshole. I'm telling the show to kill a kid. I'm so sorry. But then, like, anybody who's watched the Harry Movers...
Are you trying to say Harry Bueller's?
I said Harry Movers.
I know.
No, I was gonna say the Harry movies.
Oh, the Harry Potter movies. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
No.
So then I'm thinking, are you talking about Harry and the Hendersons?
Oh, that's such a good one. That's all done with special effects and practical.
Yeah,
effects.
it's all practical effects. Yeah.
But that's a really good one too.
Of course, there's almost nothing going on in that movie. That's why it's all practical effects.
Yeah,
it's basically just him walking around.
It's great because I love John Lithgow, so it's great. I love John Lithgow. There's an old movie, I don't know if you've ever seen it, but it had John Lithgow and Terry Garr and Robin Williams. And it's called The World According to Garp. And it literally is definitely one of those movies where, for the time, it was very risque conversation.
Okay.
And all of that, because it almost alludes to the fact, and I can't remember exactly because I've only seen it twice, but it almost alludes to the fact about how people would go out of their way to hide their desire to be a different gender.
Okay.
So it's really, but it's a really good movie just in the fact of, like, all these things come together where you're actually really feeling for this character. Like for me, it's probably one of the things that really helped form my opinion that I'm not going to fucking judge you if you want to sleep with men or women or wear pantyhose. I mean, and of course and speaking of pantyhose, I mean, it helps that I actually found the Rocky Horror Picture Show at a younger age, and I thought it was fucking hilarious and fantastic, and I thought Tim Curry was super sexy. I was just like, oh, look at him in those heels. And then when I became of an age where I could wear heels, I made 2 steps and fell flat on my fucking face.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, the last time I wore my stilettos, because I actually do own a pair of stilettos, my partner and I ended up breaking a table, so I don't wear it anymore. Man, just leave it alone. Anyways.
The last time I wore my stiletto, I stabbed a knight in the eye. Wait, different type of stiletto.
Yeah, I'm like, are you thinking about your World at War game? Or what's that, EVE Online? Is that the one you used to play all the time? Is that the one you used to play all the time? Did they close the servers?
No. EVE Online is still going strong. That's one of the few games, well, actually, I think it's the only game currently, or maybe ever, that you could actually earn money by playing the game just from the game itself.
And you're not like 900-pound lesbian sitting in front of a TV screen making money off that?
I was never that good at the game. I didn't play it long enough to get that skilled.
Oh my god. I don't know. You adapt to games pretty good, so I don't know if I really believe that, or if you just didn't have enough interest in it to...
For a while there, I played it a lot.
No, I do remember that, like 6 weeks, or 6 months, or something like that.
Yeah, but...
all of 2012, maybe?
I don't know about all that, but that game is super complex, I guess. I mean, people create spreadsheets for how they operate their vehicles and shit on it. So, like how they set up their vehicles and even how they set up their user interface, because you can modify it a lot. Mm-hmm. There's actual tutorials that the guilds in the game set up for how you need to have your console or your user interface set up.
Oh, Jesus.
So
I've seen that with guilds. Like, you must have this, you must have that, or you can't be part of this. And I'm just like...
Well, I kind of get it, especially if they're trying to be competitive, because they want everybody to be on the same page so they can say, do this, and then everybody, it's just it's easy for everybody to execute the commands given because they're all set up the same way.
Well, yeah, I mean, I get that, but at the same time, it's a fucking video game I played, and sometimes I want to do competitive play, and other times, fuck off, I want to go kill zombies and do my garden. Fuck you.
It makes me think of Johnny, and you know how he fucking worked for Sony at one point.
Yeah, for like 3 years down in California, right?
Yeah.
4 years?
And how he was talking about when he was running a guild, it was like he got sick of it because it was basically a second job. And he's like, I just want to fucking play the game.
Yeah, I mean, that's so you know, I have a different group of gamer friends because you and I have a little bit different taste in games. Mm-hmm. And that's okay.
Mine is better, obviously.
Mine is better, obviously. Although I think your Steam library is massive compared to mine, because I'm not even kidding. There are some things I will fucking spend money on. You want a cup of coffee and you're broke? I'll buy you a cup of coffee. Even though your fucking cup of coffee is like $9 fucking on average. Well, I mean, not the one you're drinking now.
Yeah.
Because you've changed that because of your new, dietary habits and all that, right?
Yeah.
And even mine, if I got the one I really wanted every day, I really would be a 900-pound lesbian. I would have to have one of them fat rascals, man. I really would. Yeah, even mine. I think the last time I got the drink I really like, and I didn't even get it a fucking venti.
Mm-hmm.
I got it and something to a little like lemon loaf or something like that. Mm-hmm. And when our barista dude told me the total, because I had what I thought was enough cash in my hand. No, I had to pull out my debit card. Mm. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Because the treat was like, I think it's like $3.95, right? And I'm like, okay, so they've raised their prices like 70 cents since the last time I bought one of these a year ago. Mm. Whatever, inflation, okay, I get it, that's fine. But my total came to $13.92. And I didn't even get a fucking venti, bro. I was fucking mad. I'm like, that's the last time I ordered that, And then I think like the next day, you and I went out to get coffee or whatever, and you kind of surprised me because how we do coffee, we usually switch back and forth, but we kind of have this new thing where when we go to the library, I pay for the parking, And then when I go to Costco, I pay for the avocados. So, he's usually picking up the coffee. I try to get in there every once in a while, but so it's a balance. We balance. We always make sure it's fair to each other, right? Okay, anyways. And so I'd said this one time, and he kind of surprised me because I was like, oh, you're going to buy. And I'm really glad I didn't say that drink order, because your part of that drink order was still when your drink was like $8.15, almost $9.
Yeah.
And it would have been almost $20 for 2 drinks, and that would have just made me throw the fuck up. It had just made me throw up, because I'm like, it's at the beginning of the year, drip coffees that I have, I generally have, but I really love iced coffee.
Yeah.
It's so delicioso. But my drip coffees usually, like, even if I got a venti, they used to be $3.15, and now they're like $3.65, $3.75 or whatever.
Yeah.
But then that's why I started paying attention to, like, what they were saying about, you can get a refill. Now, it used to be that certain people, and I'm not ratting any motherfuckers out, not doing that, because I already know that some of our baristas are going to be listening to this. There are some of them who could just be like, I know I threw your receipt away because I forgot to say you now need your receipt to get a refill. Here, I'll give you a refill. But I'm just like, I'll fucking do a 12 ounce and get a refill now. But the thing about it is there's 15 cents difference between a 12 ounce cup and a 16 ounce cup.
Okay.
So why wouldn't I get 32 ounces for $3.25 versus getting 24 ounces for $3.10 or whatever?
Yeah.
Like, I know how to fucking math well.
Going back to the Steam library.
Oh yeah, Steam library.
I might have a problem.
What did you do?
No, it's just I have so many freaking games.
Oh no.
I have like over 300 games, I want to say.
Oh yeah.
And
sounds
like
about right.
A good 75-80% of them I will probably never play, because I always buy them, not always, but a lot of times I'll buy them on the Steam sales.
Yeah.
And then they'll be like, okay, there's these 20 games. I want one of them. There's another, maybe 2 on there that I'm like somewhat interested in, but buying the 20 game combo is cheaper than buying the single game that I wanted.
Yep.
Yeah, and so I have like fucking stupid shit like the what is it, the bicycle fucking simulator. I'm like, why the fuck? Anyway.
You like, I want to simulate being on a bicycle. I'll bop up and down while I walk down the street.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy because, so like Steam, I think one of the best things about Steam is, unlike Microsoft, I have removed games because I'm always paranoid about running out of space. And it just, don't ask me why, I don't fucking know.
Removed them from your Steam library?
Yeah, like I've uninstalled them, right?
Oh, no, if you uninstall them off your computer, it doesn't change anything. It's still in your library, so you can just go download them again. I do that all the time.
That was my point. That's what I love about Steam.
Yeah,
So
okay.
Here's the thing. As much as I love Xbox, and I truly do, and it'll be nice once they like do another update on the consoles. And actually, one of the reasons why I don't really play on the console anymore is, one, nobody wants to play the games I do because they're so old, which is COD4, Call of Duty. I like to play that one. I like to play the I like to do the zombies off of the World at War. I love that zombies, where you're in the original bunker and you're just running around between the door and like the 4 windows or whatever.
And it's a bunch of Nazi zombies? Yeah,
It's a bunch of Nazi zombies and they're coming to get you and you have to do something. But of course, I like the bigger scale version. It came out with the next one, not on. I don't think it was on Black Ops or Black Ops 2, but it could have been. Anyways, but they have a great zombie mode where you can play as Freddy Krueger, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. That one's fucking awesome. Oh, George Romero. You can be George Romero character, or they're in it somehow.
But can you be Michael J. White? That's the biggest question. Most important answer ever.
Michael J. White.
He's a black martial artist dude who was in a bunch of movies. And he's amazing.
Yeah.
And there's a skit where he's basically, in the skit, he's never watched a horror movie before. And so his friends invite him over to do like a marathon. Uh-huh. And he keeps jumping into the movie and killing the fucking Jason and all them.
No.
He's like, okay, who's next?
Oh, jeez.
It's fucking great.
I'm sure I've seen it, but I just don't recognize it. Because when you... Obviously, the name Michael is very familiar with a lot of actors.
Yeah.
But as soon as you said Jay White, I think of the Australian actor Jay White who played Boomerang in Suicide Squad.
No.
You know?
This dude, he probably started acting in like the late 70s, early 80s, somewhere in there.
Okay.
I want to say he was in a it's like JAI.
Yeah, that's
So it's
how
like
Jay
Jai.
White from Australia is.
Yeah.
Well, Wiki. My favorite thing on the fucking entire internet for anybody to know is Wikipedia.
Did I tell you that you can actually download Wikipedia onto your computer? So that if you don't have access to it, you can...
So whatever they currently have, you can download it and still access?
Yeah.
That's going to come in real handy for some motherfuckers. Y'all better
in
think
the zombie
about that
apocalypse?
zombie apocalypse. I'm telling you, because there are not enough people out there who know how to protect themselves, who know how to cook, sew, construct, too many people don't know. Okay, so let me see. Oh yeah, I know who this guy is. I don't remember the J ever being in his name, but
Yeah.
I know who he is. I've seen him before.
He's pretty awesome.
He's a pretty bad motherfucker, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've seen him before. He's a good dude.
Yeah.
But anyways, dang it. We scrolled again. Son of a bitch. That's your fault. It's not my fault this time.
Yeah. No, not at all. It's not my fault at all.
I stayed on task. My job was to make the scroll today, Jen. Blah, 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 blah. What were we talking about?
We were talking about Steam libraries, and you were talking about COD. And the zombie
that is
mode.
Something I would love to do at some point. You know, I would love to at some point be able to get all of my old gamer friends together. You know, a lot of them, they've gotten married. They have kids. You know, we only play on like Android games or whatever here and there. I just don't play on the Xbox anymore. Like, not for that. That's literally for my streaming services.
Okay.
And it's just simply because one of my favorite games of all times, they haven't done a console update in the 10 years I've owned that game.
Oh, wow.
And so on Steam, I can play it, but here's the kicker. The update, they finally did the updates on Steam, right?
Okay.
And they finally came out with the alpha versions of the game. And I can't fucking stand it. Absolutely cannot stand it. But there is a mod out there. And right now I'm not, because I'm focusing on trying to get back into this new work routine and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But I have played the shit out of this mod, and I love it. And it's all about the zombies. It's fucking great. It's fucking fantastic. And there's actually a glitch in my game right now, in my modded game. There's actually like this weird glitch in it or whatever. So in this particular mod, there are repairable vehicles, so you can use these vehicles.
Okay.
So you don't have to run around on your feet all the time. You don't have to fucking become a mechanic and build it and blah, blah, blah. And I literally, from my base, I can literally go 3 blocks away every 24 hours and harvest a motorcycle and have a brand new motorcycle. So what I did in my base area is I set up a box for my motorcycles. And you can change the color of your motorcycles by adding dyes to them.
Okay.
So I've got a rainbow in there.
Oh, wow.
And I have that of motorcycles. I don't make the time often enough to go get the mini bike, but I'm starting to do the same thing with mini bikes. So that's cool. Bicycles, you know, but there's at least 3 harvestable types. I've got them marked on my map, on my big world map. I've got it marked so I know where to go get it. So, yeah, I mean, I love it because, you know, and I love the fact that this mod, it takes it a step beyond zombies and it puts demons into play. Remember the other day we were talking about succubis and stuff?
Yeah.
Succubuses and
Incubus.
These fucking motherfuckers are scary in that game. You get hit 2 hits from him, you're fucking dead.
Okay.
You're done. So, anyways. Fuck. Well, we started talking about these CGI movies. So we got, my picks are going to be Star Wars, Return of the Jedi, Willow, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and of course the very iconic and very sci-fi fantasy forward Tron.
Nice.
And then yours yesterday or the day before Or I think it was yesterday.
Yeah, it was RoboCop.
RoboCop?
The original RoboCop.
Original. That's true. Although, I might interject that the new RoboCop with Joel Kinnaman,
It's good.
It's double-click fantasy good. Joel Kinnaman's hot.
Any fucking way. That has nothing to do with what I was talking about.
Joel Kinnaman's delicious, so yes, that's important.
Um,
So, okay, original RoboCop.
Original RoboCop, the original Terminator movie.
Original Terminator.
And then
The Abyss.
The Abyss.
Yeah.
And then I had the television show
Oh, Babylon 5?
Babylon 5 as an honorable mention. There was another one. Oh, Mars. God damn it. Total Recall.
Original Total Recall.
Yeah, the original Total Recall.
See, these are how good these movies actually were back then because they've done so many of these have been done into remakes.
Yeah.
So that's how you know it's like, oh, this was good shit. Yeah. Now, granted, the actors may have been better then, but the graphics, the CGI, all that shit's better now.
Yeah. Sometimes they actually clean up the story too. Like I think if I remember correctly, the RoboCop remake was just plain better movie.
It really was.
Although it was more serious. Also, a lot of the stuff in the original was kind of campy. I'd buy that for $1. All that kind of shit was great, but it's also kind of, campy and I don't know.
Well, when you look at that original RoboCop, Peter Weller, a good actor, don't have whatever, but I want to say he lost like 20 pounds filming that because the suit was so hot. So the original one, it was so hot. And I think Joel Kinnaman, he actually struggled a little bit to maintain his weight. And he is already a hella trim dude. He is really fucking trim. And I know you know who he is, right?
I don't remember seeing him in anything except for RoboCop, though.
Altered Carbon, season 1, Netflix.
Wait, he's in Altered Carbon?
Yeah, he's the white dude that comes back as the...
What? No.
Season 1 of Carbon, Altered Carbon, season 1, that is Joel Kinnaman as the main character.
That is not... Okay, so you're talking about the remake then? Because the dude who fucking was RoboCop in the original movie, there's no fucking way that's the same dude.
I'm talking about Joel Kinnaman from the remake.
Okay. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
That's what I'm saying is the original one, Peter Weller lost like 20 pounds, struggling to maintain his weight because the suit was so hot. Joel Kinnaman, who was in the remake, he struggled to maintain his weight too, and that's really scary because he's a really trim dude.
Yeah.
But see, now I've reminded you of where you've seen Joel Kinnaman before.
And... I
proved you wrong, motherfucker.
No, I was talking about. I was thinking about the other dude, the guy who played the original RoboCop.
Oh yeah, well Peter Weller is one of those very interesting actors who he played a douchebag, dirty cop in Sons of Anarchy, and I was never so happy as when they killed him.
There are my two favorite comeuppance things are the death of fucking Joffrey.
Oh, so well done.
I was extremely happy. And then I can't remember the character's name, but there was a character in the Stormlight Archive by Brandon Sanderson. It's a series of novels.
Yeah, I've seen the name. I've just never read any of his stuff.
Anyway, this one dude is such a fucking huge douchebag. And in like the second or third novel, he gets the shit murdered out of him. And I fucking stood up and screamed yes when I listened to that part. It's like, fuck you, douchebag.
Oh, please tell me you were on the bus going somewhere and you jumped out.
No, I was in my bedroom. Yeah.
Well, I know that you've had more celebratory moments like that when you're listening to your audiobooks. Because I remember at the shop that there was a couple of times, whatever you were listening to, you would get really excited. You're like, the same thing. Yes, motherfucker, yes! And I was just like, what the fuck? Like, I remember looking at the cameras being like, he's back there by himself. What the fuck is going on? And
he better not be in the back hallway. Anyway.
I think we're going to have to say this every episode. That's not everyday life conversations over coffee. That's for
After dark.
That is correct. Okay, anyways, which we're going to have to start working on in a couple of weeks because we're having Here's the thing. After all these years, it's so hard to separate the two. Because we have... It was so hard to separate the two. We have so many inside jokes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle. Nobody gets it. And that's just the thing. You know, like I've said before, we just have these inside jokes and all that. And we have all these great fucking hilarious stories on being in that industry and around that industry and la-di-da-di-da. But this is not an appropriate format. We have to have a format that is definitely like adult only, no problem. So even though I would still classify this as NC-17 because I have a potty mouth. I don't think I'm actually saying anything or having any stories, you know, that people haven't been like, oh yeah, my Aunt Jenny, yeah, she talks like that. She's always fucking cussing like a sailor. I don't know where the fuck she gets it from. I don't know. Maybe your grandmother. And that's the thing, is that there's a time and place for those stories. It's just not on this, because I think this needs to stay true to form of this is just everyday life conversations you have over coffee. Because even when we're at coffee and we talk about old work stuff, you know, most of the time what people be hearing, and one of the manager over where we go get coffee, I remember you and I were talking about old work stuff one day, and she's like, what the hell are y'all talking about over there? I'm like, nothing, because I don't think that was an appropriate place to talk about it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, anyways, how did we do this again? Fucking A. Yeah. It's your fault.
No.
Oh, I think I can feel my feet tapping. So I think it must mean it's like time to end the day or something. I don't know. I don't know. So anyways, those are our picks talking about CGI movies. So go check some of them out. And then watch, like, you know, one of your favorite movies from like the last 15, 20 years. Go watch something that's like a little heavy, CGI, special effects, practical effects influence from the 80s. You're going to see why Gen Xers are so fucking nuts, because we have to learn how to use our imaginations.
Imagination.
Yeah, it's not like these people who go on, you know, to YouTube and they're like, I'm going to tear apart this entire movie for you and tell you why it's politically incorrect and wrong, and we should ban it and cancel it. Fuck that. Fuck that noise. Go watch it, have a good time enjoying it, see why we're all fucking nuts and crazy, and then watch something new and be like, oh, yeah. Because a lot of you people out there are going to be like, oh, my parents had it so hard. My poor mom, she couldn't even see a hot guy, really. No, we had to imagine it. We had to imagine it because, you know, I mean, unless you want to go down that road of, like, a movie with, like Conan or something.
All the action flicks, those are the ones that had the...
I mean, Terminator does show Arnie naked except for his...
Yep.
Except for his little member.
And the other guy also.
Oh, the guy who... it's so hard for me to say. The hot guy who played Kyle. Because that sentence just doesn't come out of me naturally anymore.
Oh, yeah, his name was Kyle Reeves or something like that.
Yeah.
Kyle Reese. Yeah.
Yeah, that guy was pretty.
And then the second movie, it showed him again. Well, it showed Arnold again, and then I don't remember the guy who played the T-1000 or whatever.
That would be Robert Patrick.
Yeah, sure, that guy.
Yeah, who was definitely... I mean, I love him. He's a really good actor, but the last time I saw him in anything was in The Walking Dead.
Oh, yeah.
And it scared the shit out of me because I was like, I literally sat there with my hands clasped to my chest, and I was just like, all I said, and there was somebody watching the episode with me, I was like, please, Jesus, do not make him part of this cast. Do not make him Daryl Dixon's dad, because that motherfucker scares me. I remember when he was handsome.
He was in the season before last. So the second season of Reacher.
Yeah, that's one I haven't watched. My partner's watched that, but I haven't watched it.
He plays a great fucking douchebag.
Robert Patrick has always played a douchebag. And, you know, like...
I mean, he was in X-Files for a while.
Yeah, but that's after he replaced the amazing Fox Mulder.
Yeah.
Look, David Duchovny and Gillian Anderson in The X-Files, that is one of the most iconic duos from the last 35, 40 years, because the way they play that, you really are like, oh shit. They're reenacting something they saw because they did so good. And it's still to this day, when I see a clip of the guy who could stretch his body and those fucking, oh God, it's creeping me out, making me want to vomit right now. The shapeshifter who his fingers elongate under the door and then it slowly creeps up to the handle. Fuck that bullshit. I used to watch The X-Files very religiously, and I was watching it with the lights out, and that fucking happened, and at that time I owned a fucking cat, and that little bitch decided then and there she was gonna jump up on my neck. Bitch. Oh, rest in peace, Curious. I love you so much, but you were such a cunt sometimes. Anyways, look, we're running long. Those are our choices. So again, any one of the movies or shows we've mentioned, please go check it out. You know, give some old people love, support, and then check out something new. And then you can see why we're so fucking nuts and why our imaginations are up to the sky most of the time. Because all of the TV shit we watched were so cool when we were 10 and 12, and then we watched them again in our 20s for nostalgia and went, what the fuck is this shit?
That fucking D&D cartoon is definitely like, what the fuck? Who the fuck wrote this shit?
Well, it's like the original The Incredible Hulk TV show with obviously it's Bruce Banner, but
I was actually going to say Bruce Banner. I'm like, what the fuck, you dumbass? With
Lou Ferrigno and
I don't remember the main actor's name.
It's not Bruce Banner, and as soon as I see it, I should know.
You're gonna be like, obviously, it's so and so.
Right. Hold on. I'm going to feel so stupid when I read it. It is Bill Bixby. And that's why it's always confusing me, because Bill Bixby played Bruce Banner.
It's a great alliteration.
But that was a really good one. That is where practical effects come into play. And if kids nowadays saw that, right, went and saw that movie, went and saw that TV show, any 2, 3, 4 episodes, right? And they got to see the Incredible Hulk, right? Because it's one of the things, that TV show actually made me very terrified of really strong guys.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because all that TV show taught me was you can be a good-looking dude, and if you piss me off, I'm going to be turning into a raging fucking steroid monster and fucking hurt you. Literally.
I mean, I think that's actually kind of part of the point to that character.
No, I know, but you know, if kids go back and they look at that, and they look at that TV show, right? Mm-hmm. And then they go see, and then they read some of the comics, right?
Yep.
And then they actually see some of the Marvel movies. They're going to be like, this is why my aunt, my uncle, my mom, my dad, because I'm the oopsie baby, my 15 years older than me sister are all obsessed with Marvel. Because Marvel fucking did a lot of it right. Not all of it, but a lot of it right. Okay. Look, we ran a little bit long today, so I think we save the rest of this conversation for another time. And we hit him with the outro. What do you think?
Sounds good.
All right, later.
Bye.
Bye.
Stealing my lines.
Hell yeah.
Okay, everybody. That's all the time we have for today. So I want to thank you for stopping by to enjoy the conversation. We're glad you're here. And please share and share again. And share some more. And if you haven't already, subscribe. We'll be having another chat and another cup soon. We'll talk to you then. Look forward to seeing you.